Have you ever wondered if something as simple as your morning eggs could be slowly harming your health? Betty, a vibrant 68-year-old grandmother of 5, thought she was making the healthiest choices possible. Every morning, she'd fry up 2 eggs in butter, sprinkle them with salt, and enjoy them with white toast. She felt fine until the day she didn't. Betty's doctor delivered news that shocked her. Her cholesterol levels had skyrocketed, and her blood pressure was dangerously high. The culprit? Not the eggs themselves, but how she was preparing them. What if I told you that eggs could either be a superfood supporting your longevity or a contributor to health decline after 60? The difference isn't about avoiding eggs. It's about avoiding 5 critical mistakes most seniors make when eating eggs. Today I'm sharing these life-changing tips that could help you enjoy eggs safely well into your 80s and beyond. And let me tell you, the last tip shocked even me, a health educator with over 20 years of experience working with seniors. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal a simple egg preparation method that one 97-year-old attributes to his remarkable heart health and crystal clear memory. This method takes just 60 seconds but could add years to your life. Mistake number 1, choosing the wrong type of eggs. Many seniors, like my friend Howard, grab the cheapest eggs at the supermarket without a second thought. An egg is an egg, he'd always say with a shrug. At 74, Howard was struggling with inflammation and persistent joint pain that made even holding his grandchildren difficult. What Howard didn't realize was that the type of eggs you choose becomes increasingly important after 60. Why? Because as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to inflammation, and the nutritional quality of our food makes a bigger difference than ever. Let me explain this simply. When chickens eat poor quality feed full of omega-6 fatty acids and antibiotics, these compounds end up in their eggs. After 60, your body's ability to process these inflammatory substances decreases significantly. The science is clear. Studies from the Journal of Nutrition show that pasture-raised eggs contain 3 times more omega-3 fatty acids, 7 times more vitamin E, and twice the vitamin A compared to conventional eggs. These nutrients are precisely what your aging body needs to fight inflammation and support brain health. Here's what to do instead. Look for eggs labeled pasture-raised or omega-3 enriched. Yes, they cost a bit more, about $2 extra per dozen, but think of it as an investment in your health. Howard made this simple switch, and within 2 months he noticed his morning stiffness had improved dramatically. Now he can pick up his youngest grandchild with ease. The most remarkable thing, these higher quality eggs actually taste better too. They have richer, more orange yolks that contain lutein, a powerful nutrient that protects aging eyes from macular degeneration. Have you noticed differences between cheap eggs and pasture-raised ones? Share your experience in the comments below. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment mistake number 1 below to let me know you are here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Mistake number 2, dangerous cooking methods. Let me tell you about Martha, a lovely 78-year-old who prided herself on making the best fried eggs in the neighborhood. Every morning for 40 years, she'd heat her cast iron pan until it was smoking hot, add a generous pat of butter, and fry her eggs until the edges were crispy brown. What Martha didn't know was that she was creating something dangerous with every breakfast: advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These harmful compounds form when proteins or fats combine with sugar at high temperatures, especially when frying, grilling, or using high heat. Here's why this matters tremendously after 60. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at eliminating these AGEs, which then accumulate and cause silent inflammation throughout our bodies. This inflammation is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's, all conditions that become bigger concerns after our 6th decade. When researchers from the National Institute on Aging studied centenarians, people who lived past 100, they found something fascinating. Almost none of them consumed foods cooked at high temperatures regularly. Instead, they preferred gentler cooking methods that preserved nutrients while minimizing harmful compounds. The solution is beautifully simple. Lower the heat and change your cooking method. Try soft boiling, poaching, or gently scrambling your eggs on medium-low heat. These methods create virtually no AGEs while preserving all the beneficial nutrients. Martha was skeptical when I suggested this change, but after learning that her cooking method could be contributing to her worsening arthritis pain, she decided to try poaching her eggs instead. Within 3 weeks, she noticed less stiffness in her fingers and better overall energy. "I never would have believed the way I cooked my eggs could make such a difference," she told me, wiggling her fingers with a smile. An easy way to remember this: if your pan is smoking, or the edges of your eggs are browning too much, your temperature is too high for your body after 60. Have you tried gentler egg cooking methods? Type gentle cooking in the comments if you prefer soft-boiled or poached eggs. Mistake number 3, adding the wrong companions to your eggs. Richard, a 65-year-old retired teacher, couldn't understand why his doctor was concerned about his blood sugar levels. "I eat eggs most mornings. Aren't they supposed to be healthy?" he asked me, confused. What Richard didn't realize was that while his eggs were nutritious, what he ate with them was causing the problem. Many seniors pair their eggs with companions that turn this protein powerhouse into a problematic meal: white toast, hash browns, or sugary ketchup. These high glycemic foods cause rapid blood sugar spikes, something that becomes increasingly dangerous after 60 when our insulin sensitivity naturally declines. The science is straightforward. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that when eggs are consumed alongside refined carbohydrates, the beneficial effect of egg protein on blood sugar control is essentially canceled out. After 60, this matters even more because unstable blood sugar accelerates aging and increases risk for type 2 diabetes, a condition that affects nearly 27% of Americans over 65. The solution isn't to eat eggs alone. It's to choose the right companions that create a perfect meal for your aging body. Try pairing your eggs with half an avocado, healthy fats that slow digestion; sautéed spinach or kale, fiber and antioxidants; a small serving of black beans, resistant starch that improves gut health; a sprinkle of turmeric, powerful anti-inflammatory spice. When Richard started having his eggs with avocado and greens instead of toast and hash browns, his next blood test showed remarkable improvement. His doctor was amazed at the difference this simple change had made. Even better, Richard found he wasn't getting hungry mid-morning anymore, which helped him maintain a healthy weight. Remember this simple rule: after 60, what you eat with your eggs is just as important as the eggs themselves. I'm curious, what do you typically eat alongside your eggs? Share your favorite egg companions in the comments, and I'll let you know if they're supporting your health after 60. Mistake number 4, throwing away the most valuable part. Eleanor, a health-conscious 70-year-old, had been making egg white omelets for years. "My doctor told me to watch my cholesterol back in the 1980s, she explained. "So I've been throwing away the yolks ever since." What Eleanor didn't realize was that she was literally throwing away the most nutritious part of the egg, especially critical for her aging brain. This mistake stems from outdated nutritional advice that demonized cholesterol in foods. Today's research tells a completely different story, particularly for adults over 60. The egg yolk contains choline, a nutrient that becomes critically important as we age because it supports brain function and helps prevent cognitive decline. Here's what modern science shows. A 2017 study from the University of Eastern Finland followed 2,500 men for 22 years and found that those who regularly ate eggs, including the yolks, had better memory and cognitive performance as they aged. Even more surprising, they found no connection between egg consumption and heart disease, debunking the old myth about egg yolks being bad for heart health. The solution is simple but life-changing. Embrace the whole egg, especially after 60. The yolk contains choline for brain health, lutein and zeaxanthin for eye health, vitamin D for bone strength, B vitamins for energy metabolism, healthy fats that help absorb these nutrients. When Eleanor started eating whole eggs again, she noticed something remarkable. Within just a month, her persistent dry skin improved dramatically. Why? The yolks provided the fat-soluble vitamins her skin had been missing for years. Even more importantly, she's now protecting her brain with every breakfast. Think of the egg yolk as nature's multivitamin, specially designed for your aging body. In fact, one whole egg provides more than 13 essential nutrients, most concentrated in the yolk. Were you told to avoid egg yolks too? Type whole eggs in the comments if you've returned to enjoying the complete nutritional package. Mistake number 5, the timing mistake that affects your sleep. James, a 67-year-old with persistent insomnia, was doing everything right for better sleep, limiting caffeine, keeping his bedroom dark, and avoiding screens before bed. Yet night after night he'd lay awake counting sheep. What he never suspected was that his 6 p.m. breakfast for dinner habit might be the culprit. This brings us to a mistake few seniors know about. Eating eggs at the wrong time of day can disrupt your sleep cycle, which becomes increasingly fragile after 60. Here's the fascinating science. Eggs are one of the richest dietary sources of tyrosine, an amino acid that your body converts to dopamine, a brain chemical that keeps you alert and focused. While this makes eggs perfect for morning consumption, having them for dinner can interfere with the natural melatonin production your body needs for restful sleep. Researchers at the Sleep Research Center found that adults over 60 who consumed high tyrosine foods like eggs within 3 hours of bedtime took an average of 42 minutes longer to fall asleep and experienced more nighttime awakenings. The solution is timing-based and couldn't be easier. Enjoy your eggs before 2 p.m. This gives your body time to process the stimulating amino acids before your evening melatonin needs to rise. If you love breakfast for dinner, save it for at least 4–5 hours before bedtime. When James moved his egg consumption to morning and lunchtime only, the results were remarkable. Within just a week, he was falling asleep faster and waking up feeling more refreshed than he had in years. "I never would have connected my dinnertime eggs to my sleep problems," he told me. "Such a simple change made such a big difference." This timing tip is especially important if you're among the 40 to 70% of seniors who experience some form of sleep disturbance. Better sleep means better brain health, improved immune function, and even a more positive mood throughout your day. Do you eat eggs for dinner? Have you noticed any effects on your sleep? Share your experience in the comments below. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment mistake number 5 below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Mistake number 6, the salt and seasoning trap. Margaret, a spirited 81-year-old, couldn't understand why her blood pressure medication dosage kept increasing, despite her otherwise healthy lifestyle. "I eat eggs most days. Aren't they supposed to be good for my heart?" she asked during one of our health consultations. What Margaret didn't realize was that her heavy-handed salt habit was negating many of the cardiovascular benefits of her egg breakfast. This mistake is particularly common among seniors. Overseasoning eggs with salt or using prepackaged seasoning mixes that contain hidden sodium. Here's why this matters significantly after 60. Our taste buds naturally become less sensitive as we age, leading many seniors to add extra salt without realizing it. Simultaneously, our kidneys become less efficient at filtering excess sodium, making us more sensitive to salt's blood pressure-raising effects. Research from the American Heart Association shows that adults over 60 should aim for no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium daily, significantly less than the 2,300 milligrams recommended for younger adults. Yet a single teaspoon of salt contains about 2,300 milligrams of sodium, exceeding your entire daily limit. The delicious solution: replace salt with flavor-boosting alternatives that actually benefit your aging body. Try turmeric and black pepper, powerful anti-inflammatory combination. Fresh herbs like dill, chives, or basil rich in antioxidants, garlic and onion powder, heart-healthy compounds. Mrs. Dash or similar salt-free seasoning blends. A squeeze of fresh lemon juice enhances flavor without sodium. Margaret was skeptical that these alternatives could satisfy her taste buds, but she agreed to try. After just 2 weeks of using herb blends instead of salt, something unexpected happened. Her taste buds began to adjust, and she started noticing more subtle flavors in her food. Even better, at her next checkup, her blood pressure had improved enough that her doctor reduced her medication. Remember this: after 60, seasoning your eggs is an opportunity to add health benefits, not just flavor. Choose wisely. Are you a salt lover? Try this experiment. Replace salt with herbs for 1 week and share in the comments whether you notice a difference in how you feel. We've covered 6 life-changing ways to transform how you eat eggs after 60. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive supplements, just simple adjustments that align with how your body's needs change with age. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. Choose pasture-raised eggs for their anti-inflammatory benefits. Cook eggs gently to avoid harmful AGEs formation. Pair eggs with the right companions for stable blood sugar. Embrace the nutrient-rich yolk for brain and overall health. Enjoy eggs earlier in the day for better sleep. Season wisely to protect your heart health. Remember our friend Betty from the beginning? After making these changes, her cholesterol dropped 42 points in just 3 months. Her doctor was amazed and asked what medication she was taking. No medication, she proudly replied. Just eggs, the right way. I'd love to hear your experiences. Which of these tips surprised you the most? Have you been making any of these mistakes without realizing it? Your comment might help another viewer make a life-changing adjustment to their morning routine. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button. It helps our channel reach more seniors who could benefit from these tips. Subscribe for more science-backed health advice specifically designed for adults over 60, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly videos. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Here's to enjoying eggs and life to their fullest potential, no matter your age.